Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Aman. In today's episode, we are going to discuss about how to read the values dynamically from the keyboard. To read the values dynamically from the keyboard, we are using two predefined functions. So we have two predefined functions in order to read the values dynamically. First thing is input of, and second is input of message. So by using these two predefined functions, we are going to read the values dynamically from the keyboard. So let's see what is input of. Let's see the syntax. LHS variable name is equals to input of. So here input of is used for reading any type of values. So it will print any type of values like str type, float type, int type, bool type, any type of values can be read. So by using input of function in the form of str. So it reads any type of values from the keyboard in the form of str and plays those values in LHS variable name. So it reads in the form of str only. Why in the sense? So str can take any type of values. So str can store alphabets, str can store numerics, str can store special characters, and so on, right? So that is the reason internally it stores in the form of str and place those values in LHS variable name. So we can convert str type of values into our desired type of values by using typecasting functions. So we can convert that str into our own type by using typecasting functions. So by using the typecasting functions, we can convert str type of values into our desired type, in the sense our required type. So let's see how this input of function is used in practical. Previous episode we have discussed the practical examples in Python command prompt, right? So from today's episode we are going to use an real-time IDE called PyCharm. So this is a PyCharm. So here I'm creating a Python file named as input of example one. So here I'm taking an variable name. See here val is equals to input of. So here I declared same like syntax. So see here input of this LHS variable name is equals to input of, right? In this our LHS variable name is val. So val is a variable name which is equals to I'm assigning input function. So here I'm going to print like this. So here I'm trying to print a value and its type. See here I'm using syntax number 4 in print function, right? So I have specified enter any value. So I'm taking input by using input of function. I'm storing that value in this val variable. I'm printing that value and I'm printing that type of val. So see here, I'm going to run this. See, I'm going to run here, enter any value. So now I'm going to enter 45. See here, it has retrieved value 45, type class str. So now I'm entering an value 36. See here, value is 36, but its type is str, right? So internally, it is storing str type values. So whatever user enters, that values are stored in str type. See here, I'm going to run again. So I'm entering one string. See here, quotes. So which is also comes under str, right? Now I'm trying to enter like this 3 plus 4j. See, it is also comes under class str. Value is 3 plus 4j. But 3 plus 4j is complex, right? So in order to do this thing, I'm going to declare like this. So here I will do the typecasting. I'm using int, right? So see here, if I try to execute again, so if I try to enter this str value, see here, it throws an error, right? So here we are declared int. So then it allows only that type of values. So I'm going to declare 45. See here, which stores value is equals to 45 and which comes under class int, right? So in order to convert that str type to our desired type, we are using this typecasting, right? So internally it stores in str type. So this is an example of predefined function input of. In order to read the values from the keyboard dynamically, we are using this function input of. We have another function called as input of message. So let's see the syntax. LHS variable name is equals to input of message. See here message represent user prompting messages and whose type is str, right? So whatever message that user want to type, they can type here in the place of message column. So user prompting messages are allowed inside the braces. Here input of is used for reading any type of values from the keyboard in the form of str only. And the same thing, place those values in LHS variable along with the user prompting message. In input of function, whatever the user enters, that value only it is going to place in LHS variable name. But in this input of message, so it will place that value along with message also. See here, place that value in LHS variable along with user prompting messages. Here user prompting messages in the sense whatever the message user want to declare here, that is known as user prompting message. We can convert str type of value into our own desired type of value by using typecasting functions. Same like input of function what we use. So let's see this in practical. I'm going to create a new file input of message example. See here. So val is equals to input of. I have to declare. Now I have declared one variable called val, right? Val is equals to input of. Here I am typing message as enter any value. So what this input of message will do in the sense, it will take the values that user have entered. So it will place that value into this val variable along with this message. First message will be displayed. After that value is going to be placed in this val variable. And in this second line, I'm going to print val and its type. See here. See here, I'm going to execute this program. Enter any value. I'm going to enter 46. See here. So value is 46, which comes under class str, right? See here, same as input of. Here it will take in the form of str, right? We entered 46. It comes under class int, but it internally it has taken class str, right? Difference between input of and input of message is, so in input of, so with the help of print function, I have declared like this, enter any value. See here in input of message, I have declared directly input of message. So at the message place, I have entered that message. Previous example, we have two print statements. For this example, we have only one print statement in order to print that value and its type. In input of function, two statements is equals to in input of message function, one statement. So by using this input of and input of message, we are going to read the values dynamically from the keyboard. So that's all for today's episode. I hope you all understand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Aman Codes. Thank you so much for watching.